The Cardinals never seem to make it that way. Good evening. I'm Patricia in for Jeff Mirasola.
And I'm Darla Turner. Okay, we all need to take a deep breath here. I wasn't breathing during the whole last minute. You can now call them the wild cards. That is because the Arizona Cardinals are headed to the wild card playoffs. Let's take a look at the game here. The pressure is on Chris Jackie. Only 3 seconds left in the game, and what does he do? He hits the winning field goal. The Cardinals defeat the San Diego Chargers 16-13, and you got to enjoy it at home because the game sold out in time and the blackout was lifted. Another nail-biter here. Let's send it out to Sun Devil Stadium and John Anderson, who is live with one of the Cardinals players.
Thank you, Darla. I've got time for one question before Kwame Lassiter has to go in and get the big pep talk or the congratulatory talk from Vince Tobin. And there have been a lot of heart-stopping finishes, but you saved the best one for Week 16.
Yeah, we knew we had to come out and make a lot of plays to get it done. We had to outplay their defense is what we talked about all week. Just make plays and be in the right place at the right time.
The playoff Arizona Cardinals, that's got a nice ring.
Oh, that feels good. It's more exciting for the guys who's been here for a while, who haven't tasted the playoffs. But I'm more happy for them that they get to go experience it this year.
You got some gas for Dallas?
I got some gas for Dallas. We just got to watch film, study, see what's going on with Dallas, and go out there and take care of business.
Kwame Lassiter, thanks for joining us. 4 interceptions. We'll let you get in and get your congratulatory speech from Coach Vince Tobin. The Cardinals winning. What an outstanding game. And like I said, of all the cardiac endings they had today, certainly the most cardiac, if that is a word, or if I can coin that phrase. 3 seconds left. Chris Jackie, the 52-yard field goal to make the Cards a 16-13 winner. Now with more highlights, let's go to Sports Director Chris Graccio. Chris?
Thank you very much, John. And let me just, behind me is Bedlam. Let's just take a look at what you see here. Ladies and gentlemen, the NFL's longest playoff-less streak is indeed over. Sun Devil Stadium has turned into Bedlam. Let's go to highlights right now and show you how it happened. Let's show you how it happened. Just a few moments ago here from Sun Devil Stadium. Let's go to highlights right now. Yeah, you can't beat the snake. That's what CBS stands for, at least for today. Early on, how about Adrian Morrell? Another controversial touchdown in the first quarter. And hey, the Cardinals are due on controversial calls. And you see his left arm getting over the goal line, or did it get over the goal line? Doesn't matter. It was called 6. Then later, the guy that J.A. just talked to, Kwame Lassiter, 4 interceptions. Let me say it again. 4 interceptions for Kwame Lassiter, definitely the defensive star of the game. All right, let's get to it. Craig Willihan to Ryan Thelwell in the 71,670 here just fell completely silent until Chris Jackie, after a beautiful Eric Metcalf return, Jake got a completion to Frank Sanders' 52-yard field goal. Ladies and gentlemen, as Darla said, they are indeed the wild cards. 16-13, your final. We didn't have to go to overtime, and next Sunday, it's going to be the Arizona Cardinals in the playoffs for the first time in 16 years, heck, in the first time in 23 years in a full non-strike season, and they're going to be playing the Dallas Cowboys. And hey, they lost twice to them this year, but it was a controversial loss right here on this turf, so they match up very well against the Dallas Cowboys. We'll have to see. You can't get any more euphoric than this scene at Sun Devil Stadium. The Arizona Cardinals are the Arizona Wild Cardinals. Let's send it back to the studio right now, and we'll see you here in just a couple of moments.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of excited fans, but these guys definitely take the cake there. Thanks a lot, Chris.
Okay.
Well, the whole community has been seeing red all week for this game. We started seeing the excitement on Monday with the signing of Jake Plummer and the rush to buy tickets for today's game, so you can imagine how excited fans were just before the game. And let's find out just how excited they were from CBS 5's Jason Berry.
Fan frenzy isn't the word for it, Patricia. We're talking of pandemonium. These Cards fans have been waiting 10 years for this, and it shows. Even before the game started, these fans knew something great was going to happen.
I can remember the years when nobody would even come here and sit in the stadium.
Oh, how times have changed. Yes, this was the frenzied scene outside Sun Devil Stadium today.
Cardinals, #1!
And this is what happens when your team is winning.
This is what we've been waiting for. There's all red jerseys out here today.
I think it just brings people together, makes them have fun, makes them have team spirit, makes them care, and it's just a wonderful thing for our town. We are excited!
Joy Carnes and her friends have had season tickets for 10 years, ever since the Cards came to the Valley. They've gotten used to sitting in an empty stadium.
It's been miserable coming to these games and seeing the other team's fans show up, and they're all residents here for years, and it looks like we're getting the support we need now.
About time, huh?
It's about time.
But going to the game is only part of the big-time team experience. These Cards fans want to prove their tailgating skills are playoff material.
You guys can tailgate with the best of them.
Oh, yes. You better believe it.
In fact, fans are having so much fun, they hope next year to do this more often.
Now security here has done their best to keep the fans off the field, but as you can see, it didn't work. These fans have been waiting so long for their team to make it into the playoffs. They're excited. I can barely hear them, but the Cardinals are going to the playoffs, and these fans are excited. Back to you in the studio.
Okay, thank you very much, Jason, for that live report. You know, I was going to give him a hard time about that T-shirt and hat. He said he was going to buy you, but yeah, I knew he wouldn't hear it.
He needs to stay safe out there. Looks like he's about to get tackled. Well, you didn't think that we're done with our Cardinals coverage just yet, did you?
Not by a long shot. We'll hear more from the players on this do-or-die game in just a few minutes.
Plus, it wasn't a hurricane, but it acted like one. We'll see the damage from strong winds in the UK.
And sad news from the hospital where those octuplets were born last week.
And perfect weather for the game or whatever you were doing today. Can we expect more of this kind of weather the rest of this final week of the year? I'll have the 5cast coming up in just a few minutes.
The special CBS 5 News is brought to you by Checker Auto Parts. Let's work together. Chaz Roberts, the most comfortable call you can make. And Hancock Communities, home to Arizona for over 50 years.
Closed captioning for CBS 5 News provided by U.S. West. Life's better here.
One of the Texas octuplets loses its struggle to survive.
The death of one of the babies tops our eye on the world. The smallest of the Chukwu octuplets has died. The baby, nicknamed Odera, died this morning in the intensive care unit at Texas Children's Hospital. When she was born December 20th, she weighed just over 10 ounces. All 7 siblings remained in critical condition.
6 children died in a house fire in Detroit today. They were staying with their grandmother because their mother had just had another baby. The children ranged in age from 2 to 11. One child escaped the fire along with the grandmother and 2 other adults.
A tourist hurt in a Christmas Eve accident at Disneyland has died. It happened at the Columbia sailing ship attraction. 34-year-old Landfi Dawson was struck in the head when a docking rope hit a metal cleat from the bow of the ship, sending the cleat into a crowd waiting to board the attraction.
Hurricane-force winds are leaving a trail of destruction across parts of the United Kingdom and northwestern Ireland. 4 people have died. More than 220,000 homes are without power. The winds are dying down tonight, but forecasters think they could pick up again tomorrow.
Power crews in the town of Crossville, Tennessee are working round the clock. They're trying to bring back electricity to the town after a major ice storm. They say it could be midweek before power is back. Shelters have been set up to help those affected by the ice. Warmer temperatures are making travel a little easier.
Still to come, Stu Tracy has a look at our neighborhood weather.
And we are going to see more madness out at Sun Devil Stadium in just a few minutes.
Good evening, Stu Tracy with your neighborhood weather. What a day for a game or whatever you were doing. 67 was our high in the valley today, a little above that normal high of 65. Low this morning was about normal at 40 degrees. Record high on this day, though, is 82 degrees. And currently at the airport, still at that high for the day at the top of the hour, 67 degrees at Sky Harbor with a dew point of 25, relative humidity 21%, wind from the west at 5, pressure rising. And here's some of the other neighborhood temperatures around the valley at this hour. In Tempe, 66 at Holdeman Elementary School, 64 at Neely Elementary in Gilbert, and way out in East Mesa, 63 at the Red Mountain Ranch Elementary School. In the West Valley, Centennial High School showing 64 degrees now in Peoria. It's 65 at Peralta Elementary in West Phoenix, and it's been a pretty nice day over much of the Southwest, even through the central portion of the nation, although cool up there. But the main weather story is the storm moving into the Pacific Northwest, continuing to produce some very heavy rainfall at the lowest elevations, and then snow through the Cascades, heading over into the northern Rockies, and some cold weather up there as well. The east, a lot of cloudiness, but very little precipitation, just a few showers in the portions of the northeast. Got up to 21 for the high today at Caribou, Maine. It was 12 above at International Falls. Brownsville, though, got up to 80 degrees, and here are your temperatures out in the west. 44 Salt Lake City, 69 at Los Angeles. You can see those others. And here are some high clouds kind of streaking across the northeastern quarter of the state this afternoon and evening, but skies have been mostly clear across Arizona with plenty of sunshine around the state today. A little weak disturbance along the southern border area, but that's moving out. It'll be gone by tomorrow. Warm weather continues to move into the state with high pressure developing, and we're going to have a pretty nice week for the next several days. Warm weather continues. These are the expected lows around the state tonight, down to around 20 up in the high country, and then tomorrow warming up to into the 50s and the 70s in the deserts. Now here in the valley, clear and cool tonight. Overnight lows mostly in the low 40s. Sunny and warm tomorrow up to about 71 degrees. And check out the 5cast. Warm weather continuing through the week. Highs may be in the upper 70s by Wednesday. Patricia and Darla.
Thanks, Stu.
Well, it has been a long wait for Cardinals fans. The Cardinals now in the playoffs. We're going to take you back out to Sun Devil Stadium where the celebrations are still going strong. Chris?
Okay, is it ever easy? I ask you, is it ever easy? But the Arizona Cardinals are indeed going. Let's go to the highlights right now. Let's go to the highlights from earlier today. We're going to go to the highlights. Look at this scene. It's an absolute bedlam here still at Sun Devil Stadium. You can imagine these fans have waited so very, very long for a playoff team, and now they have one, courtesy of Jake Plummer, courtesy of Larry Centers, courtesy of Chris Jackie, Vince Tobin, you name it. They're going to the playoffs for the first time in 16 years, 20.
All right. I think we've lost Chris.
Yes,
he's somewhere in the crowd there, so we're going to check back in with him in just a moment. We'll be right back.
His fastball was clocked at 31 miles per hour. His swing, when he actually hit the ball, was legendary among Pee-wees everywhere. He had dreams of making the bigs. But with a not-so-fast fastball, he decided to make his mark in another field, television. Chris Coraggio, a lifelong love of sports. Catch him at 6 and 10, only on CBS 5 News.
My fastball was clocked at least 35 miles per hour, maybe even 40, because I remember 30.
All right, we're back here at Sun Devil Stadium. I have reached higher ground because I want to show you these highlights. I want to show you how the Cardinals have made it to the playoffs for the first time in so very long. CBS, you see that. The Cards' best season this season, 1998, and it's going to be a beautiful 1999. Look at Jake Plummer right here. Flea flicker, and that one worked early in the contest. And he got it deep to Adrian Morrell. An Adrian controversial touchdown here, but we're going to take it. I don't know if he got to the end zone, but we're going to take it, and the Cards had the lead. Let's move ahead now. And Craig Wheelahan, we thought we might see Ryan Leaf, but he was in most of the time. And Kwame Lassiter had 4 interceptions today for the Arizona Cardinals. What a defensive performance by number 42. Maybe the best ever. How about this? 4 turnovers, actually 5 turnovers, including this fumble. Simeon Rice recovers in the third quarter. The Cardinal fans loved every minute of that. All right, let's move ahead to the fourth quarter. Cardinals leading 13-6, but Craig Wheelahan to Ryan Thelwell. Are you kidding me? With 16 seconds left, the Chargers tied this contest up, but Jake says, you know what? That's enough time. Eric Metcalf, a long return. Jake, a completion of Frank Sanders, and he gave way to Chris Jackie, the newest Cardinal. How many times have we seen Chris Jackie win it for us? I think this is 3 times. 52 yards, 16-13. The Arizona Cardinals win it in absolutely thrilling fashion. It was bedlam here. It's still bedlam here at Sun Devil Stadium. They are going to the playoffs. They're going to take on the Dallas Cowboys in Big D next Sunday. Let's send it to John Anderson in the inner confines of this beautiful stadium, and we'll see what he has for us. John?
Thank you, Chris. Here we are again outside the victorious Cardinal locker room with defensive end Simeon Rice. And Simeon, you said never a doubt. I find that hard to believe.
Well, you know, it's always, you always had that little inkling that give you the adrenaline rush that gives you a chance to say you can let this one go. But, you know, I stayed positive. We had to. We all had to stay positive for Jackie, for ourselves, in terms of where we were going. So, you know, great things worked out for us.
This team, 8 victories, 6 of them by 3 points or less. How's your heart?
It's still here, you know, it's still here. I just thank God that we were fortunate enough to pull them off. You know, we got a lot of guys out there playing their hearts out, a lot of guys playing hurt. Mark Smith came out there, you know, and posted some good numbers playing hurt. Jake, you know, had some good throws. Frank had some good catches. Chris had a good catch. Defense played pretty well. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean, as a whole, it paid off for us.
Very good. Simeon Rice, thanks for joining us. Congratulations. We'll see you next weekend in Dallas. You heard Simeon Rice mention one of the heroes, Chris Jackie, and thank you, Sim. Let's listen to Chris Jackie and hear what he had to say after that game-winning 52-yarder.
I tell you, after a day like today, it feels good to make one from anywhere. I feel great for this town. I've been here 4 weeks, and the support's unbelievable. Hey, a lot of box plays in this one. You're the only thing that went right. A lot of things went right today. Hey, we won. It doesn't matter. So much you know. All right.
As you can see, Chris Jackie feeling redeemed. He missed 2 field goals but made the most important one today. Let's go back to the set to Darla and Patricia. Great fun out here as the Cardinals make their first playoff appearance since 1975.
Yeah, Chris is definitely a hero tonight. Thanks
Congratulations to all the players. Well, thanks for watching this special edition of CBS 5 News.
60 Minutes is next. Be sure to join us back here tonight at 10.